So something that I think to myself probably once or twice a year is with the iPhone X specifically and how long this specific iPhone is going to be lasting. Now, personally, I don't have any insider information. I don't know for a fact what Apple could be doing, but the fact of the matter is that this year in particular hasn't really been super good for older iPhones in general. We look at like the iPhone 6S, that legendary iPhone got discontinued this year with software, which was expected, but Apple also dropped the iPhone 7 and the iPhone 7 Plus in the software department as well, which truthfully, in my opinion, I don't think was deserved. I feel like those iPhones could have easily gotten iOS 16, considering how small of an upgrade it was in some areas, especially for these older iPhones. I feel like Apple could have just supported it on here. I mean, the iOS 16 version the iPhone 8 got was a much more stripped out version than what even like the iPhone 11 got. So personally, I feel like Apple could have supported the same iOS version on the iPhone 8 onto the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus. But now, because of those decisions, the iPhone X is one of the lowest supported iPhones available. It is actually the lowest supported iPhone on iOS 16. For the 2017 year, we have the iPhone 8, iPhone 8 Plus, and the iPhone X, and all three of those iPhones are now on the last version of software. Now, looking forward, if Apple, if they do what they usually do, we could potentially be seeing this iPhone, the iPhone X, being unsupported with software probably next June. So when iOS 17 comes out, there's a chance where it may not actually get, supported on the specific device. Again, we don't know for a fact, but if Apple is doing what they usually do, and especially when you consider the fact that Apple has kind of created this kind of stopgap where a lot of iOS 16 features are supported on the iPhone X or and XS, but they aren't supported on the iPhone X, that also gives it a little bit more of a separation factor between those two devices. Now, to rewind back in 2017, the iPhone X did not come out the same time as the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus. It came out I think in like iOS 11.1 or, it didn't come out with 11, initially with it, if you all remember. So because of that, that's another reason why I think the iPhone X could potentially end up lasting longer, just because it didn't get all the versions of software with iOS 11. Now we're kind of used to it with phones like the iPhone 14 Plus coming out well in advance. The iPhone XR came out way after, and all the iPhone 13s came out at the same time. The iPhone X, with it coming out, it was the flagship, but it coming out a little later made me think that it's going to last a little longer. But now that Apple has kind of discontinued the iPhones before it, at a much faster speed, it's either going to be one of two things. Either it's going to last up until iOS 16, that it's ending off on iOS 16, or it's going to be getting iOS 17, and I think it's probably going to end off on iOS 17. I don't think it's going to go much further than that. I think iOS 17 is probably going to be the last version of software it's going to get, and then iOS 16 is probably, in my opinion, it's about a 50-50 chance. I think once we get a little closer to WWDC next year, we're going to be seeing what's going on, but I think as of right now, the iPhone X is probably going to end off either on iOS 16 or iOS 17. So that kind of covers it. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.